To Ben Volin of the Boston Globe, Brady seems to be enjoying the leverage that comes with being an unrestricted free agent. Volin reports that teams looking for a quarterback, particularly the Chargers, the Raiders, the Bucks, all waiting on Brady before turning their attention to guys like Teddy Bridgewater and Ryan Tannehill or even Cam Newton. All right, Nick, who do you think's got more leverage here, Brady or the New England Patriots?
Oh, I think Patriots have no leverage. None. What's their leverage? That Tom, we're going to move on? Okay. I've been preparing for that. Go ahead, Jenna.
Well, I was just going to say, they know what Tom wants. What if they just give it to him? Then they have the leverage?
No, well, that's not the leverage. Yeah. If we're in a negotiation and I say I want this and you say, okay, you can have all of this, you're doing that because I have the leverage.
I never knew how leverage works.
Okay, yeah. This is why other people negotiate their contracts.
Yeah, leverage.
I
totally understand that.
This is why Brady getting the Patriots to add when they wouldn't give him the extension, but they redid his deal to give him a salary bump and one important proviso in his previous year contract, which is you can't franchise tag me. That's where the leverage comes from. The Patriots can't franchise tag him and say it's here or nowhere. Because of that, and because the Patriots have no one waiting in the wings, and because he knows also they got a $14 million dead money cap hit from my deal that comes into effect the first day of the league year if they don't give me a new deal, he has all the cards. The only card they have is what? That give you the best option to win, but I don't know if they do. And last year it certainly didn't look like they did. And they can't provide him with those better options prior to the open of free agency. They can't go to him and say, unless they're going to say, hey, we've signed X, Y, we've signed A.J. Green, because free agency hasn't started yet. So by the time they can start making moves to impress Tom Brady, he can start taking meetings. So to me, Tom has all the leverage here, Greg.
You hit it right on the head, the nail right on the head. Two reasons. Franchise tag, can't use it on Tom Brady. It's not an option. As well as he knows what they want. They don't quite know what he wants as far as what he's looking to do in this phase of his career. And why that is so important is because, okay, he's won. We know he wants to win, but how badly does he really want to win versus being in a situation that he can now foster and continue whatever he decides to do that he's thinking of and his family is thinking of in advancing that situation in those circumstances? Right. They don't know that. They don't know that dynamic. Also, when you look at Tom Brady and experiencing this for the first time, right, he's going to have the leverage because now I'm going to make sure I see and do what I want, how I want it. And what that means is, yes, I'm going to entertain every option. I've watched for years.
Other guys tours.
I've watched for years other guys have this opportunity, and now I have this opportunity, and you can't do anything about it? Yeah. Yes, he has all the leverage.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Who needs who more in this relationship? After the Patriots saw what Brady was able to do, Brady knows everything he has that comes with being in an organization for 20 years. Who needs who more?
Well, I believe the Patriots right now today need Tom more than he needs them, but that could change immediately if they were to go trade for Cam Newton. If they were to acquire Andy Dalton, who I don't think Andy Dalton's terrible. I think Andy Dalton is, probably like right now the 19th best quarterback in football. So I think when they currently have Jarrett Stidham and no one else, they need him because you're not going to be able to compete with Jarrett Stidham in year 2 as your quarterback. So to me, currently the Patriots need Brady more than he needs them, because the other element of this that is being totally underrated in the reporting of the story is the fact that we are in a very odd year as far as the number of teams that have openings at quarterback. I looked at it last week. 3 years ago, you had 29 of your 32 teams that would have said, we're happy with our quarterback, either because they had just drafted a guy or these older guys who are now coming up on a deal were all firmly entrenched. Now you've got, how many teams don't even know who their quarterback is? Tennessee doesn't, Tampa doesn't, Oakland doesn't, the Chargers doesn't,
really don't.
New England doesn't. Some people would say Indy is ambivalent. And you could probably add a few other. Cincinnati, we say does because of Burrow, and Miami does because they're going to draft. There's a lot of a quarter of the league theoretically has an opening. So this would be different if Brady were flirting around. It's like, man, there's two teams that are in the market. They both stink. We know you're not going there. That is not the situation they find themselves in.
So for me, this is where I flip. I think Tom Brady needs the Patriots more. And it's for completely different reasons than what anyone probably would think. When you are a free agent and you have the option to go where you please, one of the things you can't gauge is the culture and the mentality that organization has and the guys in that locker room have. What he does know is that the culture and the winning ways is already established. The mentality is already there with New England and with everyone in that organization. If I go anywhere else,
and you
I'm hoping that's the case.
You experienced that, right?
Going from Green Bay to Minnesota, and then from Minnesota to the Dolphins, culture changes every time I moved. And it was so drastically different from going to an organization that understood what they wanted, understood how to get it in Green Bay and how to win, and we had the mental makeup of guys that wanted to do it. Winning is different for everyone else. Yep. When in the Patriots locker room, winning is Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Winning for Tampa Bay or the Chargers, or it's making the playoffs.
Right.
That's different now, and you don't know. Everyone's going to say, yeah, if we add you, we have this opportunity. But that doesn't change everyone's mental makeup.
Plus the parking spot. He gets a parking spot.
I now finally understand why when Jenna's kids get in trouble, they get 7 chances. Because Jenna thinks they have all the leverage. They're like, what can I do? They've got all the leverage.
Guess what? I learned leverage today. Take a break. Coming up, I got schooled. Did the Lakers need to get lucky to beat the Celtics yesterday? Still ahead. First things first. Talk some Giannis in just a second. But first, in the XFL, Dallas, Seattle, watch Landry Jones catch his own first pass attempt, throw it again.
Oh, double pass rule.
And it's completed.
I forgot. I didn't anticipate the double pass rule coming into effect on a batted pass. I thought it would only be on trick plays. Oh, that's sweet.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm into that now. Now that is...
How often is that going to happen?
Not often, but I'm into it. Heady play by Landry Jones.
Yes. Houston, Tampa Bay. Roughnecks wide receiver Sam Mobley finishing the three-point attempt for Houston with the sweet toe tap. Watch it again.
Ooh. Okay. I like that, Nick.
I feel like the Houston Texans, if they could trade their coach for the Houston Roughnecks coach, man, the Chiefs might have some competition in the AFC, boys.
Here we go. Pellies, Warriors, Zion.
Oh, no.
Big night. Hits the defender with a vicious jab step before knocking down the 3. Vinny.
That boy's a problem. Like, does he have a chance to win Rookie of the Year?
I don't think so, because his team's going to make the playoffs, and Ja's been so great. But I want written apologies from everyone that says we were overstating Zion last year, and we said last year he was already a top 25 basketball player in the world. Written apologies.
You'll probably get him, too. Pelicans fast break Drew Holiday to Zion, who just takes off.
You're not the master of hyperbole at all, Nick, are you?
No, well, was I wrong? Was I wrong? How about this?
You're usually wrong. On this one, you were right.
Oh, okay.
Did he lie?
Yeah, thank you, Jenna.
T-Wolves.
Show me the lie.
Nuggets. Josh Okogie skying for the big putback slam.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Woo. Oh, is that a Plumlee? I think that's a Plumlee. Is that
one?
Yeah, that's a Plumlee.
Plumlee the greater, Plumlee the lesser?
I don't know. They're about equals. Listen, come on, man. You're just sitting there and watching, then you're falling down. You got posterized on a tip dunk. That don't happen that often.
All right, here we go. Bucks hosting the 76ers on Saturday.
I thought we were still showing highlights.
Joel Embiid said he was the best player in the world. Giannis Antetokounmpo had something to say about that. The Greek Freak going off for 31, 17, and 8 as his Bucks crushed Embiid's Sixers by 21 points. As for Embiid, he finished with 17, went 5 for 18 from the field, and after the game, Giannis added insult to injury, calling himself the best player in the world. Vinny, what message do you think Giannis sent here?
He sent a message that Saturday was Saturday, because this is what he does all the time. Prove that he's the best player in the world. Look, Nick, I know you choose not to